Students, here are few spotters for upper limb. This is the first number 1 spotter. This is pectoralis major. Identification point is nipple, and the subquestions are the attachment and the nerve supply, and of course the action. Number 2 spotter is the deltoid nerve supply and its attachment. Number 3 is the important muscle. This is your biceps. See, there are two heads of biceps. Identification of short head, just reflecting. Another one muscle will be there attached with that, that is coracobrachialis. So, this is coracobrachialis and this is short head. Both they take its origin from the coracoid process, and then next one is the long head. Long head comes from the supraglenoid tubercle, so it is going deep. And then this is the biceps belly, and it is the insertion to the radial tuberosity. So, this is about biceps, the nerve supply of biceps and the action is important. Another one, if you reflect, you can see the next muscle which is adherent and it is attached to the shaft of the humerus is your brachialis. Nerve supply, dual nerve supply, radial nerve and musculocutaneous nerve is very important, and inserting point is important, action is also important. Next is the blood vessel. The important subquestion for coracobrachialis is, this is the coracobrachialis which is present along with that. Just reflect this, you can see the coracobrachialis muscle. The muscle is pierced by musculocutaneous nerve. After piercing the muscle, it continues down as lateral cutaneous nerve of forearm. This is a very important question. And then next comes your median nerve. This is a very important question. Root value and root value is important, and from which card it takes its origin is also important. And next one, the artery of this flexor compartment. There is a artery which passes through this, is your brachial artery. So, reflect everything, you can see the brachial artery here. So, the brachial artery is a continuation of axillary artery. So, brachial artery is important structure in the flexor compartment. So, these are the important spotters in the flexor compartment of arm. Next comes the flexor compartment of forearm. Here the important muscles are, the one which stops near the shaft is pronator teres, and then next is flexor carpi radialis, palmaris longus and flexor carpi ulnaris. Okay, so you should know all the four muscles: P, F, another P, another F. Okay, PF, PF. If you reflect this, you can see the second layer, full thick bulky muscle, that is your flexor digitorum superficialis. You can see all the tendons here. Then deep to that is flexor digitorum profundus here, and then see, look at this, this is a thumb. So, the next one is flexor pollicis longus. These are two deep muscles. Another one is pronator quadratus. Understood? So, these are the muscles. The important spotters are pronator teres. Between the two heads, your median nerve passes through. Flexor carpi radialis lies in the groove of trapezium and gets inserted into the base of the second and third metacarpals. And then palmaris longus, absent in 30% of the individuals, and it is attached to the flexor retinaculum and continues and forms the palmar aponeurosis. Flexor carpi ulnaris is the important one, because inside this tendon only the pisiform gets ossified. This is a sesamoid bone. And then digitorum superficialis is the next layer. The digitorum superficialis goes and gets its insertion to the, this is your all the digits. It goes to the middle phalanx, both the sides of the middle phalanx. Okay, sides of the middle phalanx only it gets attached, and then flexor digitorum superficialis, it comes here and then it goes straight and goes to the distal phalanx, to the center part of the distal phalanx. This is about digitorum profundus. The important muscle which takes its origin from the profundus is your lumbricals. These are all important. And ulnaris, nerve supply is ulnar nerve, and flexor digitorum profundus has two nerves. Medial part is by ulnar nerve, lateral part is by the median nerve, that is deep portion, that is anterior interosseous nerve. So, this are all about the forearm spotters, and the next important spotter is flexor retinaculum. The structures above and below the flexor retinaculum should be an important question. It will be asked. And then from medial to lateral, look at this. This is the thumb, so this is lateral. So, the lateral to medial, number 1 or medial will come ulnar nerve, ulnar artery, palmaris longus tendon, and before that palmar cutaneous branch of ulnar nerve. So, ulnar nerve, ulnar artery both are in the Guyon's canal. Next to that palmar cutaneous branch of ulnar nerve. Next comes the palmaris longus tendon. Next comes the palmar cutaneous branch of median nerve. So, all these are coming above. Below you will be having the 8 tendons of flexor digitorum superficialis and profundus and flexor pollicis longus. Flexor digitorum superficialis and profundus lies in ulnar bursa and flexor pollicis longus lies in radial bursa, and between these two median nerve passes through. Okay, that is all deep. That is all about flexor retinaculum. Attachment medially pisiform and hook of Hamel, laterally scaphoid and trapezium. That is all the important spotters about this flexor compartment. And palmar aponeurosis is the next important spotter, and next the most important one is this arch. This is your superficial palmar arch, that is a very important one. Of course, the palmar aponeurosis is also a spotter. Students, please read the origin or continuation of which artery continues as superficial palmar arch, and next there are branches, and in between the arch you can see the tendons of flexor digitorum profundus. I have already told the muscle which takes its origin from the tendon of flexor digitorum profundus is lumbricals. So, if they put the pin over here, that is your lumbrical. Okay, that is all the spotters for flexor compartment.